Good morning, my name is Luke Bennett and welcome to the vlog. So today I have the day off, it's Friday and I'm going to Bakewell for the weekend with family to enjoy a chilled weekend of walking in the Peak District. We're taking Coco as well, she had a bath yesterday so she's nice and fluffy. It is currently raining, so I don't know how we're going to keep her nice and clean and fluffy. We need to find a few rivers for her to wash in or somehow figure out how we're going to wash her in the house. But I don't think it's like an enclosed shower. I think it's like one of these like open showers, so that is going to make it quite difficult when it comes to washing her. But yeah, I'm just giving her some food this morning and then I'm going to prep my bike because I'm going to take my bike, wake up early in the mornings and go out. It is going to snow apparently, but what I'll probably do is just try and get to one of the trails as quickly as possible and get off-road on the gravel bike, and then it'll be a lot safer. Yeah, feed Coco, get the bike ready, get in the car and get going. As I say, it's raining here, but the Peak District is usually a bit colder, so it might actually be snowing already in the peaks. Driving in the rain is pretty tragic. Crazy. I'm going to get really close, but good morning. It's 7 AM in the Peak District in Monyash. It's Valentine's Day, and Coco has been an absolute nightmare. She has kept us awake with everybody else moving about and things like that. We just haven't slept well at all, and we had a stair gate to keep Coco downstairs. I just figured out how to jump over it. Like, just really annoying. So I'm gonna have to move it slightly. Well, actually, I think I'm gonna have to stop downstairs from now on. That probably won't work out if I want to go for a few more bike rides. So I'm gonna cherish this one because this might be the only one that I get to go on. At least she stayed upstairs at the moment. Get ready. There's some crazy light here, making use of a dry stone wall to prop up my phone. Beautiful sunrise. This is really nice, and I really hope that I can get out and do this every morning. There's my moustache sprays on there, but I don't think I'll be able to. Last night, hardly slept at all, and it just feels really unfair to everyone else that we're with. Coco was finally settled, and then I got up early to go out for a ride, so it's going to have been a brutal night for everyone, which is a shame, and they didn't even get to experience this. But yeah, just got up to the top of this small little gravel hill. I'm just about 5 minutes in now. But I thought, I don't have like a body camera or anything, so I can't really film as I go along. And it is icy out, but the sun should hopefully start to melt some stuff I've just been dodging any wet patches, like my life depends on it. Because I'm just thinking that's going to be black ice, isn't it? So, but anyway, get on with the rest of the ride because it's about an hour. Well, an hour to something, so I need to try and do it as quickly as possible. I'll try and get some footage along the way, but it's kind of dodgy cycling one-handed on gravel. I think I might be on like the Tissington Trail or something now, so I wasn't expecting, but it'll be a welcome change at the moment because I'm a little bit behind at the gates of heaven. Ah! This is my new carafe from Kinto. I have this cup as well, and also this stovetop pour over kettle, well, gooseneck kettle. And the reason why I got this one is because I would love one of the electric ones, but this is less than £20. It just has a small thermometer on it. That's just a protective end, I think, at the moment. So you can fill it with water, put it on the stove, turn the stove on, and then watch this top and wait for it to get to the temperature that you want it to get to, I guess. And I currently have on this SmallRig neck support, which is interesting. I wonder if I could take this cycling with me. Try and show you what this looks like. Super nerd. Na 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 na, super nerd. So I was thinking this would be quite cool if I'm like making a coffee and I can do some POV making coffee now. It's maybe not like super stable. I don't know how it looks on here. I'm not sure I love it because it sticks out quite a lot. I think the GoPro ones are a lot closer to you. This one is kind of in the way, to the point actually where when my phone's on here, I can't actually see what I'm doing underneath. I have to look around it. I'm going to give it a go and try and do, which I'll have to look through the camera as I'm doing it. I mean, maybe that's the point, I don't know. But I quite liked it because it was quite small. I could pack it away quite easily, and it's MagSafe, which I can use with my phone, so I don't need to buy a brand new expensive camera. I can just use my phone. I'm going to make another espresso from Alena coffee roasters today. I think I have just enough for one more dose, so I'm going to give it one more go to see if I can dial it in the way that Gemini was trying to help me do it. Let's go. I was going to try 19 and do a 1:2 ratio instead because apparently it was easier to know where it's going or something by doing a 1:2 ratio. I don't know. So let's see if we have enough. I think I've already prepared this. This is at 19. It smells lovely. Always. Yeah, as you can see, there's only a small amount left. I can't see around this at all. What I might do with these beans here is I might do a blend with the Lake Rwanda beans. I'm going to do slightly more because recently the retention hasn't been as good. Now, why am I shaking this? Oh no, I can't see anything. Because the phone's in the way. Maybe that was the 0.2 that I lost there. Yeah, it's alright. We'll go 18.1 today. It's really confusing me. I just can't see anything. Never actually used like a chest-mounted GoPro or anything, so I wonder if that blocks your view as well. Maybe a bit slow. It's 37 seconds. I mean, it's pretty close to what I was hoping for. I wanted 18 grams in, 36 grams out in 30 to 35 seconds, which is kind of what I got. Smells good. It didn't look like it was having a good time trying to get out, trying to extract then, but we'll see what it tastes like, I guess. So that'll be interesting to watch back. I reckon it'll be very, very wobbly, and I think it might be because just on this neck thing that maybe it's just not enough support and I'd need to have the straps on. With the straps, it feels very, very sturdy against here. I think so sturdy that you would be able to take it cycling and things like that as well. And the magnet on the MagSafe on this SmallRig thing, neck brace thing, is really, really strong. It unclips quite nicely like that. You can fold it up quite small actually, because my pockets are quite big, but I can fit this in my back pocket. There it is, don't know if you can see. But yeah, let's try this, see where we're at. I think I'll have to do a tasting again with AI, because what I was getting was like a malty sort of flavour. AI said that the malty flavour can often come from just under extracted sugars, I think was some like what it said. So I believe what it was saying was you need to extract for longer so that you can get more out of it, so it's not malty and it becomes sweet. Is it malty still? It feels juicier. It tastes a bit juicier, I think. Perhaps a little bit less malty, but I'll taste that with AI alongside again and see what we can come up with together. Hello again. Red Light Luke here. I don't know if that's a great name. Red Light Luke. Red Light Yellow Luke. Red Luke, Yellow Luke, Red Luke, Yellow Luke, Red Luke, Yellow Luke, Red Luke, Yellow Luke. Yeah, so here we are on our way for a woodland walk this evening, and as you can see in the window here, and hopefully on the little bit of video I've captured, we are dealing with a little bit of light still after work, which is absolutely fantastic. This time I'm going a little bit more adventurous because I get bored of doing the same walks all the time. So I walked from the house last time when it was light. 5 minutes away from my house. And this road's still a little bit busy because there's been a road closure, which is going to be closed for a while. And there's a lot of people using this as kind of the main road now. But yes, I imagine as well, because it is a little bit lighter, I imagine I'll start seeing some walkers around about this time. Usually I don't see walkers about walking around this time because it's too dark for most people. They don't want to walk in darkness. Maybe they get up in the morning and they walk in the morning instead. But I imagine because the light's creeping back in, you might get some people that finish at... If you finished at 5 o'clock today, you'd have been walking for 50 minutes and it's just going dusk. And if you finish earlier, like my brother does actually, my brother, he finishes at about, I reckon he finishes at about 3:30 or 4 o'clock most days. He used to anyway. Definitely getting the light then. So yeah, when this sort of thing starts to happen, you start seeing people walk on the evening a bit more. So we'll be able to tell a little bit by this how this car park looks now. But I can actually see there are a few people in the car park, so yeah. You might get more runners as well. So we have to watch out a little bit more. Hopefully people use common sense and bring a headlight out. But that's the thing. People will be... It's less likely they're getting caught out by this time of year and they're thinking a bit more about it. It's more when it's the end of summer people get caught out, because now people are expecting it to be dark. But yeah, yeah, there's definitely a few more cars. So I think I'll have to film myself on the rear-facing camera because the front-facing one doesn't have a big enough of a sensor to pick up my face. But yeah, already seen one person, but they're doing pretty well because they've got a light on, which is good. Obviously, I've turned mine off now just to do a quick film, but Coco's got her collar on, so people can see that at least. And she's close to me, so if there's any runners, I think when it's like dark and cold, you're less likely to get walkers, but you're more likely to get runners. But when it's pitch black, like it was maybe a month ago or a few weeks ago, you get neither. Interesting. I think a lot of people probably... Oh, here's a runner. There's a runner now. Go. Where is... Oh, yeah, alright. There you go, put my light back on now, but exactly what I was just talking about. A runner. No lights. Catching the last of the light, but without a light on. I just find it mad. I mean, I get it, you can run around a forested area without a light on. I just think it's quite a big risk because a lot of people, I understand like dog owners should be good like I am and have their dog on lead, but it also makes it really annoying because it's like, I know that Coco wouldn't really like a runner running past her in the pitch black or in the darkness without any light and any warning. But I know that she'd be absolutely fine if I could see them coming. That's one of the problems with this route, is that you can't really see a lot of people coming a lot of the time. But like I say, if somebody was running, you couldn't come here and run in the pitch black without a light because you just couldn't see anything. But then when it's like this, you can just about get away with it, which means that then you're going to get people doing it, and then it's really frustrating because if they had a light, I'd see them coming. I could let her off, but then put her on lead. But I can't when it's dusk because I can't see them coming. They could come out of nowhere, literally quite quickly. And Coco being a collie, she's going to want to herd them. It's Pancake Day, and we remembered that it was Pancake Day, which is always good if you want to have a pancake on Pancake Day. Looks like a pancake. Look how many pancakes we have done. We're already full. There's enough for the rest of the week here. I forgot my microphone today, so the audio will be much worse than usual. But I've been to the office today, just on my way home now, and tonight I'm going to the cinema again. I feel like I go to the cinema quite a lot recently. We're going to see the new Wuthering Heights with Margot Robbie and cast, and that really tall guy I don't know the name of. But yeah, we're going to see Wuthering Heights tonight. I love a cinema. I love a cinema trip. I'm not sure Wuthering Heights is quite my film, but I enjoy most films, I say, as long as they're good. So, but other than that, regardless of that part, I just love going to the cinema midweek. I love how it breaks up a week and how I go there, eat some popcorn, eat some minstrels. Just bought a bag of minstrels. Same price for the big bag as the small bag. With a nectar card, so obviously went for the big bag. Yeah, excited to go to the cinema tonight, and I probably won't be able to actually get any editing done realistically tonight because we're going to the cinema a little bit later than usual, 8 o'clock, but I'm going to get home at 6:45, so I'm going to have a good amount of time at home before the cinema, which is great for me because it means I'll be able to eat dinner. In fact, actually, there might be so much time in between that I may be able to edit. However, I do think that I should, if I do get home with a good amount of time, I should probably cook one of the HelloFreshers because my wife is walking the dog, so I might be able to do like a teeny bit, like 10 minutes or something like that, and then I don't have long. This week has been exceptionally short for editing because I've got a 4-day week this week, like a 4-day working week, because I had Friday and the Monday off, and I didn't take my laptop with me. I wouldn't have been able to do it whilst I was away. I was on a family getaway sort of thing, so I wouldn't have been able to do it whilst I was away. Plus I was trying to wake up early to cycle, so I couldn't have even done it in that time then, because I could have perhaps sneaked some in. So my previous 2 weeks, I would say the videos are rushed. This week is going to be very rushed. This week, literally, I'm not even going to be trying to do anything different with it. I'm literally just going to be putting it together, which is kind of how I feel like I've been, kind of what I feel like I've been doing the past 2 weeks. But yeah, I'll just be putting a video together, some footage together, and then that will be it. And then hopefully I can get into a good rhythm, so the week after that I can actually focus a little bit more time on it and do some better transitions, some music. I'd just like to add, at this point, music. I'd just kind of like to add music, maybe some cool overlays of text or something like that. But yeah, anyway, I think this week won't be as exciting, but actually I've got a few walks in this Friday's video, so it'll be quite exciting to put that together. I think I'll have to try and put some music with it, like a little montage thing, or talk over the top of it, or something. But I'm quite excited for that. And then I'm excited for next week's one, because next week's episode will feature basically my first gravel ride of the year, my first ride of the year. And I don't have an action camera or anything yet, so I can't film the cooler downhill bits and the off-road bits. But when it was a little bit stable, I did get the phone out. But yeah, I can't wait to get an action camera, and my plan is to get an action camera before I go to Italy. Now apparently I can't fit a bike in to the car, because the car is quite small and the cars are quite expensive that we have to rent. So I'm either going to have to see if I can tag on a trailer. My other plan was to get maybe one of these tool, don't know how you say it, how you pronounce it, but one of these like bike bags, and then just don't take very much clothes. Just stuff as much clothes in there as possible. And I think then that bag is pretty much the size of a suitcase, so I'm hoping that will be fine. And when I've taken my bike abroad before, I've taken it in cardboard boxes, because I've been doing point to point, so I wouldn't have been able to take a bike case with me, and I've been going on my own. So what I've done is, even though all the airlines say don't pack your clothes in with your bike, it's fine. I've flown with British Airways multiple times. Friends have flown with other airlines as well. I've checked all over Reddit. People do it all the time. They pack their clothes in with their bike. Nobody checks. Nobody bothers. It could technically be classed as padding, right? So, yeah. So I'll probably do that. Pack my bike in. Pack everything in. I don't even think it will need to go in oversized baggage, to be honest, if I get one of those bags. The only thing is they might be quite expensive. So I'm going to ask on my cycling club WhatsApp group, see if anybody has a bike bag or one of these bags, or a bike box or something that I can use, because if I take it in a bike box, I think there'll be space. I think there'll be luggage space in a car, and if there isn't luggage space in a car, then we probably haven't bought a big enough car, because we're probably all going to have at least 20 kilos worth. So yeah, I'll have to have a look at the car, look at the bike box,